What is up, guys? Welcome to Max Level Podcast. We're on the next episode, doing our next thing. Me and Daniel, for our first topic, we're going to talk about Star Wars. We seen it probably about a month ago, but we never got a chance to dive into it, to talk about it as much as we want, so we're here talking about it. I'm just going to start running through some of the fucking key points of what went down in Star Wars. That opening bolt scene where Kylo... Well, before that... actually, before the bolt scene, we had the motherfucker with the flamethrower in the basket, which I didn't even realize until the second time around. Daniel had to tell me about it, and I died laughing when I saw it.
Yeah, they're just like, watch this huge guy with the flamethrower burn down this tiny little village. Not before this little basket. So just a little thatch basket.
It was so like, especially if you've never seen it, like when you rewatch it, look for the thatch basket dude. He's right there at the beginning somewhere. Once you see him, he's completely hard to miss. And then you got the awesome scene of Kylo Ren fucking holding that bolt just right in midair as two troopers walk over, get Poe, and then bring him back. That was one of my favorite scenes because I was like, man, that is some good CGI. I was like, someone put a lot of hard work into that.
CGI? You mean one is good with the Force, Dylan?
Ooh, we're good with the Force. But then after that, we got like Finn betrayed the stormtroopers. Who I don't like Captain Plasma. She did nothing. All she did was just.
It's an awesome betrayal too. Like he knew his shit to be able to get. Like, him just be the one lone stormtrooper, like, kills one guy or sees one guy die and flips out. And then has enough to, like, completely break out the whole reason why they were there. Like, just thought they had him a little bit better protected.
Right, like...
That one stormtrooper that goes by a fucking number
right.
Can break him out.
FN something something. I love the way he got the name by that. Like, the way he's like, oh, what's your name? I don't know, it's FN blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm just gonna call you Finn, buddy. And, like, the scene where they got shot out of the sky, whenever they crash landed, knew instantly dude was not dead. I was like, they didn't show the dead body.
Yep.
Not dead. And, I'm not sure. Oh, by the way, if you, like, I know we're only at the beginning. Spoilers. Major spoilers for Star Wars. So, you can skip this first part, skip 15 minutes ahead. It'll probably be the end of spoilers.
15 minutes ahead, wouldn't it be the end of the Force topic, and it'll be this whole Force video, actually?
It might be. Just
but
skip,
if not, if you'll
skip a little bit, it'll be over. But I'm also, so big spoiler, I'm also thinking at the end...
Han Solo dies,
yes. But at the end, whenever Kylo Ren...
spoilers.
Whenever Kylo Ren kills him, like,
really?
I'm kind of thinking, what if he's still alive? Because they didn't really show the dead body. They showed him getting stabbed.
Who, Kylo?
Han Solo, because it shows him getting stabbed, but it doesn't really show his dead body. And like, I've seen a lot of people in movies get stabbed and not die. There's a lot. They survive gunshots. They survive a whole lot of things. You know what I mean? Like Kylo Ren, the thing Chewie has, that big old blaster thing that explodes bullets. Kylo Ren took one to the body and survived. Like, so, and I'm sure Han Solo could survive a simple stab.
A simple stab. And what happens to Kylo at the end before the Altar separates him and Rey?
She, like, cuts him up or cuts off I forget it. She cuts him up somehow.
Basically, Anakin Skywalker's him.
Yep. See, what I'm thinking, wouldn't it be cool if,
I'm melting, save me.
I wonder what's going to happen in episode 8. I really like the theory that Snoke is Darth Plagueis, the guy who trained the Emperor. Because that would just be a mind-boggling theory. And it would bring all of this other 6 episodes all into episode 7.
That'd be cool.
But, and then Rey, nobody knows about her, where she came from, what's going on. All we know is that her parents left her with the junkyard dude. That's about all we know.
1/4 portion.
1/4 portion.
He's off on up a fuckload for BB.
Fuck yeah. Fuck you, fat man. Give me a whole portion. Fuck you. But
nobody
knows.
Shoveling 1/4 portions on that table.
Nobody knows where she came from. Nobody knows where she's going. She's with Luke. She's fixing a train. Do you have any theories on who she is, where she came from, where she's gonna go?
Whoa. What you talking about? Do you have any theories on Rey, Luke Skywalker?
She has to be somebody's daughter. Because
I need
like,
time to think about it, to be quite honest.
because like all the main characters of all the other ones, they all had something to do with Skywalkers. Rey has to, like, she has a lot of Force vision, so like, she was obviously around when Luke was training students. How old she was, we don't know. How she got away, we're not sure. But she says that she sees it in the vision that, you know, like Kylo. So she was either there or she's closely connected to him. Which, one or the other, like, I just think she has to be somewhat of a family member. And if she's not, she's just like, Luke realized that she's going to be stronger than the Skywalker family. So he fucking ships her off, ships her off away to make sure no one finds her. And then he's like, okay, if this lady finds me again, then she really will be stronger than the Skywalker family, and I really should train her, but basically I gotta put her through hell first, and if she finds her way back, then I'll train her, I'll be good. You know what I mean?
Or he's like, if she finds me back, she's been through hell, and he's like kind of like the count on like what Plagueis or whatever was doing, or Snoke or whatever. Yeah, Lord Plagueis is the guy that trained him for whatever. The Stoker guy, like the guy in the hologram. It'd be kind of what he's doing to Kylo Ren, like making him kill his own father and all that evil. Shit through the dark side of the Force. It'd kind of be like almost the opposite, but like the good forthcoming of it, like as she goes through all the trials and like stuff and ends up finding me again. Then I don't know.
Also like the little theory that Rey is like a clone of Darth Vader.
Yeah,
because like whoever found Darth Vader's hand basically made a clone. Yeah, because that'd be awesome. That makes her not Luke's.
That makes her Anakin.
That makes her basically exactly. It makes her a girl version of Anakin, which who fucking knows how that's gonna go, especially since Kylo
will be the greatest good of the Force or the greatest evil of the Force again.
There's also a theory that Anakin Skywalker, that his father is either Darth Plagueis or the Emperor, that like they know how to manipulate the things inside people to create life. Because like it even says so in the first movie that Anakin's father, there is no father. That she just kind of got pregnant with him, or she's a lying whore. Either or. But I like to think that she just got pregnant. But they said that they can like manipulate the things that create life. So one of them manipulated like her body to create life, basically have a baby, and so that's the reason like the Emperor or whatever. Like that's the reason that all like these children of the Skywalker go back and forth between the like light and dark side, because one of them fucking created Anakin out of nothing.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, especially since it's said like so in a movie. Like the mom says he has no father. Like when he's asking when Qui-Gon is asking about the father, he's like, so where's Anakin's father? And she's like, he has no father. She was like, I never did something like. I would have to go back and show you. But yeah, I was like, oh, god dang. Because that would be awesome.
You know you're strong with the Force when you can artificially inseminate people.
Yes. Daniel would have a lot of Petrys going around.
No. I don't need any little demons.
Nope. Don't need no more of us running around. A whole bunch of little motherfuckers. That's what they'd be. Alright, Daniel. We're going to start moving on to our next little topic. I think we're going to talk about Panic at the Disco. Is that what we decided we was going to talk about?
Yeah,
Panic at the Disco?
Panic at the Disco's new album, yeah.
That's how much preparation we put into this. I write down the topics. I lose them 2 hours before we go to record. And then we just create a whole bunch of topics out of the fly. And we're like, okay, well, I guess that's what we're going to talk about. Yep. So Panic at the Disco's new album. Cool. Let me get these songs so we can go through them. Oh, I don't talk about them one
Crazy
to one.
Equals Genius, Golden Days, Death of a Bachelor, Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time.
What's the first one? What's the first song on the album?
I don't know which is number one.
I don't know what number. We about to find out. Victorious is the very first song on the album, and I know we love that song.
Heavy.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna torture you with my singing. You can just tell by the look on Daniel's face. He's like, oh God, I'm fixing to have to go through some torture again. Please don't sing, you dumbass.
Oh yeah, it's got.
But Victorious, we love this. Like, Panic at the Disco is our favorite album, so that's why we're talking about it, because I can talk about them a lot. Band. Damn it, yeah, favorite band. You said this is your favorite album though, Panic at the Disco. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. Like, I think I would put it it's number 2 or 3. Like, I definitely love it. It's definitely I love Panic! At the Disco, and this is definitely a fucking another great album by them. I love it. Pretty Audible. I think that'll still always be one of my favorite albums just because it's so weird, it's so unique. Man, I love that album. But this album is awesome. And after that, we got Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time. And that is a quotable song.
Yeah.
I love singing Champagne, Cocaine, Gasoline.
I was about to say, it's a whole thing I like about it. It's like that he just makes that like, wow, it sound pretty awesome.
Yeah. Brandon Urie has an amazing voice. Apparently, Brandon Urie also did most of the songs on this album. That he's now the last remaining OG member, yeah, which is fine. I love Brandon Urie, and I also love all the other members of Panic! At the Disco. I need to go find.
I love anybody that helps Panic! At the Disco get those little music that's in their head onto their albums, so I can hear it.
Which is
I love anybody like the Vitals,
which makes me appreciate Fall Out Boy too, just because Fall Out Boy is one of the reasons. Yeah, one of the reasons they got that whole first start. After that, number 3.
Fall Out Boy's my second favorite band, so I mean,
I'm not exactly sure where Fall Out Boy ranks on mine. Then we got Hallelujah.
They only all because of the nostalgia behind them, because I know all the songs I used to like of them. They ain't doing too bad here recently, but.
They're new. I really like that new album. Whenever they changed their whenever people thought they changed their sound, but these last few songs or whatever this new album is, I'm not sure if I'm really. It's okay, but not as much as I liked it beforehand. What do you think of Hallelujah? It was the first song we ever heard from this new album. I'm pretty sure.
It's a good song.
Yeah, it was a song that was like, oh man, this is a fucking.
It was
a really heartfelt song. It was really good.
A remastered song that somebody else did.
Oh yeah, it's a song from. It's an olden song. Yeah, I forget how old it is. I forget what era it comes from.
They did a good job, though.
Then we got Emperor's New Clothes, which is the music video where he's changing into the devil. That music video is awesome. Like, that music video makes me want to, like, not even make a music video. I just want to kind of recreate, like, that kind of, like, set of sequences, like, changing from normal to becoming, like, a devilish type thing. Like, I just want to create that because our gamer tags have always been demons and devils.
It's called when you die. That's when you make that transition. You make that transition to a demon.
But only I will see that.
Exactly.
Only I will go through that chaos.
See.
I want to show everyone else the chaos. But I really do want to like just recreate like that whole devilish like, or even if it's just like me punching into the ground and then like like ripping it open, just like go into it. And like as the farther I just like walk down these stairs I created, but you know what I mean. It's just a crazy idea, but somehow recreate it because it's an awesome music video. And then the name of the album, "Death of a Bachelor's" next.
Death of a Bachelor's has a beautiful meaning behind it too. Getting married.
What do you think? What do you think that big old meaning is? Basically, I forget what we had a nice long talk about. I can't even remember it.
The marriage one's a legitimate one, but I forget the crazy other theory. I had another.
You went off to another crazy awesome theory, but yeah.
But not of course, the generic meaning behind it, like getting married, the death of a bachelor, just adorable because he's like seems so fitting for happy ever after. It's like, oh, it's adorable.
Oh, as I kick this mic, fuck you, listeners. Fuck off.
No, don't fuck off.
And then we got crazy.
I appreciate your viewing, even if this fucker doesn't.
Producer.
/ seducer. Nick Scarpino.
Trademark. You're going to get us not just.
Okay.
And then
okay, fine, brothers.
Alright, fine, brothers. Hey, if you want to make a react video, we own those rights. So email us at don'tgiveafuck@gmail.com. And we will reply and probably never.
Yeah.
But you can't use it because we own
it. You can't use it because we own it. Hashtag trademark.
Did it already say crazy equals genius?
No.
Okay, well that's what's after Death of a Bachelor on the track list. Which
I forget what you thought it meant before, but I'm a fucking awesomeness.
Oh, hold on. Oh, you just keep on going. Oh, yes, I saw it. It's a fucking optimist.
Oh,
a fucking optimist. A rocket scientist. I was like, well, I've learned that I can't hear the lyrics, so I just gotta ask you.
I just think I have mine. I haven't looked them up yet. So
I mean, you're saying more right.
Remember to troll us in the comments below if we've just modeled these for you.
Yeah, you know the truth.
Like I told Dylan, I just can't wait for somebody to go Goro on us in the comments and pick us both up, full-on Goro off of Mortal Kombat, just whip us both in half.
How are they gonna rip us in half? With words?
Oh yes.
Some hard, strong words.
Like Rihanna said, don't sticks and stone.
That
But
was the
whips
whole
and
song.
chains or whatever it's...
Ooh,
Ooh.
exciting. And then after that, we got L.A. Devotee. I like that song, but I'm not sure I could talk. Like, it's one of those songs that I still think it's a great song, but it's
just
an
a
old
fiddle
body.
song.
Exactly. Another great
Same.
song, Golden Days. Love that song. Not sure, but
Golden Days.
oh yeah,
It's literally the name of the song is my favorite part of the whole song itself. Is when they're just
Golden. Yeah, exactly. I love
screaming
it.
Golden Days.
It's a great song. And then after that, number 9, The Good, the Bad, and the Dirty. It's just my iPod's cutting it off. The Dirty.
Mm-hmm.
That's what next.
I'm pretty sure
why do we like
I'm
that
pretty
song?
sure-
I love that
I'm
song.
pretty sure
I don't
that's
know
one
why.
that's like, if you're gonna start a fight, you better throw the force punch.
Oh yeah, and if you want to make it through the night.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, you better say my name right. The good, the bad, and the dirty. Whoa. And then after that is House of Memories, which it's a nice sounding song. I love it. And after that, I think might be my favorite song on the album is Impossible Year, because I felt like that song honestly described like the way I felt last year, just like going through things.
Dude, every year is
And-
impossible for you.
Exactly. Shut up, you little bitch! Quit your bitching. But that's my favorite song. I love Impossible Year because it's a great song. There's he doesn't rhyme all that much, but it's still a great song. I love it. What do you think?
Death of a Bachelor. Don't threaten me with a good time. My favorite song.
Don't threaten me with the good time. Which
No,
which
did
one?
not.
No, you know I can't sing. I'm so.
Immortal, dude.
So if you had to pick one, maybe Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time.
No, I'm
'Cause that's the one
I'm
that-
kind of a little sucker for
Champagne, Coke,
No.
and gasoline.
Mine's Death of a Bachelor Party because it has such a cute little meaning behind getting married.
That's okay.
Don't give me Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time comes in a very close second, but I'm just a sucker for being sweet. Damn me.
And if you had to pick a favorite album, because this whole topic it's Panic at the Disco's new album, but it's also Panic at the Disco in general, because the topic is going to be Panic at the Disco. It's not going to be well, probably will say new album, but it's going to be. I just want to talk about Panic at the. If you had to pick a favorite album, where would you still, like you said the other day at the top?
Yeah, this one would
Which one do you think would be? If you had to list them,
Whichever
what do you think would be?
Whichever one Night in the Afternoon was on.
Be number 2.
Yep, number 2.
That's pretty odd.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it was pretty
There's
odd.
5 albums, so top 5, and right there they are: Death of a Bachelor, Fever, Pretty Odd, Too Weird, and Vices and Virtues. So Death of a Bachelor, number 1.
Oh,
Pretty Odd, number 2.
Too weird to live.
Be number 3.
Yep.
That's the first one.
And then a
that's
Fever you
the
can't
third.
sweat out them Vices and what's on Vices and Vultures again.
Mona Lisa, Hurricane. That's
Only-
what happens
only-
when it's your
only-
favorite band.
Only Mona Lisa's the only song I really remembered and liked that I've crazed over yet on it. No,
Oh, really?
Right off the bat.
And then they've
So,
got
yeah,
also great songs like New Perspective and Come On, but so okay, I like that. I think my top 5 would have to be number 1. I'd go with Pretty Odd. 'Cause it's such a weird. It's an amazing album. Love it. Number 2 actually would be your number 5, Vices and Virtues. I love Vices
Oh my
and
God,
Virtues.
Get out of here.
Number 3 would
Get
I'd probably
married.
pick Death of a Bachelor, and then I'd probably pick A Fever You Can't Sweat Out Of. Probably number 4. Their first album would be my 4th one, just because I listen to it so much. And then Too Weird to Live, Too Young to Die be number 5. Still love the album, but
Hey, just because you quit
Still.
cigarettes does not mean you gotta vote
And-
the album with nicotine.
Dude,
in it.
that's-
the lowest.
that's funny. 'Cause that's still it's funny because it is I have a hard time listening to that album specifically because it has that song on it. Like every time I see it, I see nicotine, and
That's funny.
it's just weird that it turns me away now. Yeah, that I quit smoking. Oh, and this is, I say, what's our next topic? Because I'm gonna, what was it? We're gonna go to emojis, but I want to talk quickly about the Quit the Addiction series. I was going to make another video, but I stopped because I only recorded 3 times in that 2 weeks, and they were all crap videos. So instead of making another Quit the Addiction, I was just like, I'm just gonna quit, whatever. Just because I've still quit smoking cigarettes. It's been 60 or 70 days. Yeah, I figured that first. I think I made it. I think I recorded it.
Welcome to the clean slate land.
Welcome back. I think I made it. To week 5 or 6 recording wise. I forget exactly what week it was up to, but I made it all the way there. And I was like, oh, these next videos aren't going to be all that good. You know what I mean? So instead of making a bad video, I was like, I'm just not going to make it. I was like, as long as I've quit smoking cigarettes, I'm still doing good. And I'm still going to make update videos whenever I feel I need to. But so far, it's been good. I still haven't felt the need. Every time I see a cigarette, sometimes I still have dreams and whatever. But, oh well, that's the way it goes. But now we're going to get into something I was raging about earlier that Daniel was fixing
emojis. Fuck you.
Yeah, man, dude, I hate emojis. Every time I see them, I don't understand them. What is... Like, dude, sometimes people will put whole statuses or respond to a whole status with emojis.
I hate people that do that.
And then someone will respond with a word. Like, they'll respond with, like, these symbol emojis, and then someone will respond with a sentence. And I'm like, what did their emojis mean for you to respond with that sentence? It makes no sense. I just do not get it. Is there simple, basic emojis that maybe you could explain to me? Like, the only one I got today was one of my friends who used to work at McDonald's, who is an awesome driver now, is the only one I finally explained. And it actually made me happy because whenever I put fuck emojis, he put the finger in the circle sign. And I finally got, like, that's the one emoji I got. I was like, all right, that means like fuck something, you know what I mean? I was like, all right, got that one. So okay, that's the one emoji I got.
I've never even seen anybody do that one.
Does the heart an emoji? Because I know that one too. And what's the difference between an emoji and an emoticon?
There is none.
What do you mean there is none?
They're both the same thing. They're both the little icons you send over text message.
Well, I got happy face, I got sad face down. See, but after that there's a whole bunch of weird ones.
My favorite one I've been getting in the habit of using here recently is like the little prayer hands one. It's like somebody's praying, but it has like that, and then it has like little white sparkles off, or like little yellow sparkles.
What does it mean?
It just looks just like you're praying for something. I'm like finally off a walk, and then it's like a fake. I'm praying like, oh, thank Jesus.
Oh God.
I hate the dictionary of emojis. They can mean whatever you want them to mean, and that's what makes them confusing, young one.
Did you hear that an emoji won Word of the Year?
What?
I don't know. I don't even know what emoji it was or what it meant. Some emoji won Word of the Year.
How the fuck is an emoji?
I don't know, because apparently emojis are words now. Apparently, like, they hold so much meaning that they hold the same meanings as some words. Like, apparently, a happy face can convey a certain feeling and meaning without ever saying, I am happy as a
that's
sentence.
the way I always use them, and people just act like I'm fucking weird because I use a lot of emojis. I'm like, it's portraying the emotions.
But yet some people put like 20 of them, they whole line of whole...
Some people we will start off with like a whole little 3-person family, then put a car, and then put like a little shopping center, and then like a little arrow to walk, and then an arrow to get. I'm like, motherfucker.
Or like when Christmas is rolling around, you'd be like, Merry Christmas, and then like 20 different emojis, Christmas tree, some happy faces, some other weird faces, some snowflakes,
Christmas trees, some stars,
some who knows what the fuck what.
A fucking Mario Kart probably.
They're even taking over some video games now.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I got it.
Dude. I wish they would just explain it to me, and specifically in iDark, it would be awesome if it was like, this emoji means, as I'm playing and beating some ass or getting my ass whipped, like, this emoji means blank. Okay, thank you, finally. Because there's so fucking many of them. Like, that's literally it.
It would be funny just to get a 15-point score on you doing, like a 15-point shot on you, and then that emoji pop up the finger in the hole.
Dude, it should pop out of the goal. That'd be awesome. Dude, I like that idea. It just like pops over your character's face like a little happy one or something.
Oh no, the circle thing, like the OK sign, should come out of the goal that you just scored in, and then the finger should come
from you.
hit the pulse, and so like if I scored it on you, hit you, and like start pushing you in.
Oh no! Please.
And then it just resets.
Don't fuck me. Don't.
It just resets back to the.
Dude, that'd be awesome. So, is there any major emojis that maybe you could explain to me that'll help me a little bit understand any of them?
No.
Not any?
No.
See, I'm trying to think of some that, but they're
the
also
most
confusing.
basic emojis people use are just smiley faces and sad faces. I don't know. Nobody's fucking goes ridiculous with like money signs and all that shit. Like I don't nobody that just talks in sentences with emojis.
Right. Fuck them. Oh god, like it's they're not too bad if they're used rightly. Like you know what I mean. Like Tyler, he uses them perfectly. Like it was the only emoji I ever understood. Fuck something. All right, I got that. You know, sometimes when people post like the one that you said, that one simple praying one, I can get that because usually it's after a sentence that is like describing it, like finally off work. Oh, thank God, or just got a new TV, praying, or something like that.
Yeah.
But man, whenever
or just got out of church.
Yeah, exactly. But whenever they start putting more than one, it doesn't make sense. They lose me. I keep forgetting. Like it just makes no goddamn sense. But also on this topic of stuff sucking, let's just throw in a little sidebar of MMOs sucking horribly. No, I'm just joking, but I don't like them.
I'm about to say, don't. I want to hear your. I want to hear
your defense on some MMOs because
defense.
I only like one MMO is RuneScape.
The only defense I need on your bitch ass for MMOs is I got 99 defense on RuneScape.
That's the only. That's the only.
I'll reinforce you though. A lot of MMOs fail hard at making it all a lot of in-game content because most people don't have the patience to get there. RuneScape's fast, but I'll save that for I can't even let you guys know about my nerddom for that. But MMOs, yep. I played WoW, RuneScape. I played loads. Probably almost every MMO. Even Blade and Soul that recently came out.
What was the Chaos one?
Last Chaos from Maria Games.
What was the one that was server based from another country that you?
Maybe 2 Moons.
Silk Road or something.
Oh, Silk Road is amazing. I wish they would wipe all the bots out of that fucking game and actually
get out of here, bots! Sweep them out quick.
It almost makes you think that the things like the bots are ran by the people that made the game. Like there's just so many of them. It's like you can't sell gold to people that there's nobody playing because you go hunt 20 of the monsters and you look out in the field and all 20 of them aren't camped.
That sucks. RuneScape is the one good MMO, and it came out so long ago. It is so old, and I'm surprised no one has even tried to follow that formula. Like, yeah, World of Warcraft does it pretty okay, but like we was talking earlier, like most MMOs have like that in-game content that most people aren't patient enough to get there because getting to it is so boring or tedious that it just drives people away.
Like they'll have to streamline the quest because questing's the best way to level up. Or they gotta stay in the same monster spawn and grind that shit out.
And it's usually doing the same thing. Like, yeah, RuneScape is clicking over and over, but still, you're doing a whole bunch. Like,
yeah, and the combat
it feels at least like a whole bunch of different stuff, even though it's clicking. And you can playing a whole bunch of different games. We used to play RuneScape and Pokemon at the same time.
Yeah,
like super
actually,
easy.
Recently,
awesome.
I've been leveling up Divination on RuneScape while I've been playing Diablo 3 on the Xbox One.
And then
because easy skills to level up while you play.
People like to give World of Warcraft a lot of credit, but RuneScape came out so long ago, even before World of Warcraft, and it basically I thought set up what MMO should be perfectly. Like basically like there's area that you can do almost everything in. You got a whole lot of leveling up, like attack, defense, wood cutting, cooking. I don't know if you can do fishing back then, but
kind of ripped them off. They were just like all the gathering skills, like mining and stuff, and all the not combat skills. We're going to just make professions in the game, and then we're just going to combine all the fighting stuff together, and that's your level. I like RuneScape's way of specializing. If you spend 12 hours leveling up strength, well, guess what? You don't got no defense. You ain't going to be hitting a lot. You whip out a bow, you're useless. Whip out a staff and some runes, you're useless.
Exactly, but it seems like all other MMOs, like even though it's it's click based, but still, almost all other MMOs seem to. The only one that has even hit somewhat close to that is Elder Scrolls Online. For me personally, being a first person shooter.
Elder Scrolls Online was pretty awesome. I just wish they would have brought a lot of the in game content closer to the beginning, and then instead, don't get me wrong, the PvP in that game was awesome.
Amazing.
In Citadel was awesome, but they just need the arena in there. Make it where you queue in for the arena, you throw in in a 1v1, 3v3, or 5v5, and then just battle it out. Kind of like Neverwinter's way of doing it. That's the whole reason why I'm getting back into Neverwinter, because it's free and the PvP on it's just kind of Call of Duty-ish. It just throws you in the arena, you battle out, then you leave, you get your rewards. They just need something like that, and it would have been good.
Oh, dude, yeah,
I need to get your account back on my Xbox so I can at least get back on and give ESO a second chance.
That's true. It's true. We also need to one of our 1v1s. We need to do that game. One of your friends from work bought. Who's letting you use the account. That beach buggy racing game.
Oh,
we need to do a 1v1 of that game because I'm like that game looks silly, but man, it looks pretty awesome. But oh man, I already forgot what I was. All right, so
topic was MMOs suck.
Let's end MMOs and emojis. I think I've done enough bitching about those. But I guess final note, RuneScape, I think, just from a first-person shooter guy, done it amazing. They've done it perfectly. That's the one that still speaks to me, and I'm done with it.
And my final topic on that, I love MMOs, and RuneScape will always have a place in my heart, regardless if they turn the servers off. It will always hold a little place for my heart. But we'll talk more about that on a very future topic, because I can't let you guys into my nerddom on that game just yet. But if Zach or Dustin's watching it, they know. Or Blake, or any of my RuneScape or Call of Duty friends back in the day, they know it. But anybody else, you gotta wait.
You got a special video, a special topic at one point.
Special topic, because it's probably going to take.
I'm just going to let Daniel run through. It's going to be me being quiet. And he's just going to tell me all about RuneScape.
Legitimate. That's what it's probably going to have to be, though.
All right, Daniel. You said you wanted to maybe bitch a little bit about pay to win, or the energy-based games that are in pay to win games, or just mobile games in general. So I'll let you go. Tell me why you want to bitch.
Don't get me wrong. Pocket Maple Story, Hearthstone, some other games I play on my phone.
Hearthstone.
Awesome. They do it amazing. But I'm tired of all these games that are like, here's 100 energy at the beginning of the game. You'll level up so much. You'll be able to get level 5 or 10. But after level 10, you're out of energy and it takes 5 minutes for 1 energy. Have fun waiting to play my game. Have fun getting uninstalled. Fuck that. I downloaded the game because I wanted to play it. If I didn't want to play it, I'd go download an emulator and I'd play games on my little Android. Well, I have an Android, so that probably helps. But I'd go get a little emulator, and I'd just go play some old school classic games. I don't want to feel like I have to wait to play your game.
Right down.
It almost makes me feel like you're putting yourself on the front seat of I want my money, and I want the power. And then you're putting your customer on the second seat
it's my money. I need it now.
Exactly. And then somebody you could be sitting there waiting diligently, oh, I love this game. 2 more hours, I got max energy, I'm going to play it for my 30 minutes and I'm done. And somebody be like, well, that's a fun game. Drops $2 in it, though, already back full energy, blowing through you. Or if it's games like, there's loads of people like Clash of Clans. I like Clash of Clans, don't get me wrong. Clash of Clans is good.
Apparently it's a new Candy Crush.
Well, that's weird.
You keep telling me I'm going to go check the camera real fast.
Then, Game of War, Fire Age, or whatever, strategy games where you just get boohoos of troops and everything. And, you spend weeks getting these troops in your buildings, and then some whale teleports in, 3 blocks from you. And next thing you know, your whole kingdom and your whole guild is, burning to the ground. And you see the whale making off with all your resources just because he dumped 10 grand into the game. It's I spent 2 months on those, you motherfucker.
You know what you should talk about for a second, too? Is how good our mother is at these games. Travian, she's a boss at some of these pay-to-win games and stuff. And she doesn't even pay. You can pay to win, but she does not, and she's still a boss.
You kind of can. Yeah, the most recent Star Wars she won in.
Yep, the most,
Kingdoms, really, though, it's not
And she's really good at games, just in general.
Yeah, she...
Like Super Mario 64, she got all 120 stars in that. Before she even let us play it, she didn't even tell us about the game for nothing. She's like, I'm going to beat this game entirely before I let them play it. Which I don't blame her, because that's exactly what I would do. It's like, fuck these little kids. These little kids are going to delete my save file if not.
Yeah, so accidentally, yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that's what also happened. I'm pretty sure one of us deleted it. Almost guaranteed.
Oh, almost.
But back to pay to win. I just don't enjoy mobile games at all. And I feel like pay to win is the main reason I do not enjoy them. It's because a lot of them are whale-based, pay-to-win games that are not fun.
Like, don't get me wrong, I understand, like, they'd say, like, CEO, you're always flying everywhere, why it'd be fun as shit, because, you know, you don't got enough time to play the game, but you just dump some money into it, and you feel like you're making up the time for it, but I'm just like, that's almost the killing of it, because, you know, you have big bossly CEO flying around everywhere, dumping like $1,000 a week into the game, because he's making $28 million a year or something. Like that, just like dumping $1,000 into it a week, and you just see him like the leaderboard, just like a speed armor, like he's just rolling over himself. Like everybody else is like half his power, and he's just up there.
God, that would suck to face someone like that.
I'm like, calm down. Every time I hit refresh, you're going up in power,
and no one else is. What do you do?
Like your top alliance is an alliance of you, motherfucker.
Like we seriously need to start an Unreal Engine and make that one game we was talking about. Like I don't know, it's just such a stupid idea, but it would make stupid amounts of money. It would literally be a pay-to-win game. It's all it is. Every dollar is a point, and every point. At some point, it's kind of a douchey idea.
It is a douchey idea.
So maybe we should make it just because it's really douchey. But $1 a point, whoever has the most points is number one on the leaderboard. That is literally it.
Or you pay $1 to take down a point from somebody else.
Oh, dude. Oh, man, that'd make it even more douchey. That's a great game. And you know what the name of the game would be called? Pay to win. And that's just literally the whole game.
All the whales go pay to win. And but there had to be more in depth. So, but that should basically be making RPG. $1 you spend in it as one experience. So much experience to the level ups, and then they get gear like keep.
No, if they want to pay, they're just getting points. They don't get nothing else special.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them.
No. Well, like that one guy that bought that pill company bought that the license that pill and like skyrocketed the price.
That's why if we make.
Hey, he owns a Wu-Tang album now.
Yeah.
So
fuck yeah, he does. But dude, if we made a game, if it's on mobile, 99 cents. I feel like that has to be like that's the only price I want a game to be.
99 cents and then
no matter how good it is.
That's on the pay-to-win game. We ain't making that thing.
No, that thing's free.
That's fucking free as shit. Like,
yeah.
Cause you come in, you probably get some laughs, make some rants about the game, and then leave. Like you don't sit there and pay it and actually.
Exactly. Like in the description, it'd be like, never play this game. Don't put no money into it. Blah blah blah.
It'd be like Ghost Simulator, and somebody'd have like dump $1 million and it just be number one for the rest of eternity.
And like we need to make this because we would make like there'd be that one person who just wants to be number one. He'd download it since it's free and be like, oh, no one's put any money into this. I'm gonna put $1 into it. And he's gonna be number one, and someone else is gonna see that he put only $1 into it. He's gonna be like, I have $2 to be number one in the world at something, and then it's going to be a battle, and then from there on, it's going to be just this crazy downhill tumble of money from them. Straight into our pockets.
Straight into Google's pockets, too. Google Play. Oh, I'm going to go back to the RuneScape. If anybody's still around from the RuneScape topic, if you're on Android, if you're on iOS, you're shit out of luck. But if you're on Android, there's actually a private server named RSC Revolution that you can actually get on its website and download the Android version and actually play basically a RuneScape on your phone. Like the volume buttons rotate the camera, you poke to click, and you poke and hold for like the right click menu. But it's really good. It's a pretty awesome private server, and to this day, it's the only one I know that you can play on your phone. Like you need to get on there, show them some love, and maybe they'll get lucky and somehow selling it to Jagex, and Jagex will be like, oh, yeah, fuck Java, we'll let you play it on your phone, and then we'll end up going to console or something, because that'd be beautiful. But
man, if RuneScape
it'd be awesome for your phone. If you like RuneScape and you just want something to do while you're on break and you're bored out of your mind, or at school, because I know a lot of RuneScapers will school students to like get on your phone and you'll never have to worry about it again.
Okay, I think we're done with the pay to win.
Done with the
Basically, our determination. Fuck pay to win. And we also want to create we also want to create a game that exploits pay to win.
Like, I understand they need to make their money and stuff, but more or less keep it to cosmetics. Keep it to cosmetic items like experience boosters or like potions or like a little bit of a buff. Don't make it to where X player can go and invest $100 and be 10 to 100 times better than player Y. Like, don't fucking
right.
Make it to where he can pay and look 1,000,000 times better than him and look more badass and more powerful, but in reality, he only spent $5 on a buff and he ain't too much better.
I agree. Only cosmetic. Like, don't let someone pay to fucking destroy me. And I'm sorry that this is going to be our transition to the last topic, but it's going to be so... People on the video, Daniel, are going to think I'm looking at your dick because I keep looking at your leg right here to make sure you're not hitting it. Yeah. And people watching
Dude, quit looking at my penis.
Like, I was just thinking, because I looked down and I was like, oh man, someone's going to think I'm looking at Daniel's dick because I'm looking down making sure he's not touching it.
That's fun.
Yeah. But before we get into the two more serious, because now we're into just the final randomness. Before we get into the more serious, besides Panic at the Disco, what are you listening to? What kind of songs? Yeah, what kind of bands? I've been listening to Panic at the Disco.
Leaning Close.
Bones.
And Downtown by Macklemore Sampler.
And Downtown.
It's terrible, but
it's amazing.
He's had me thinking about mopeds, thrift shops. It's terrible.
But I've also been listening to that Bourne's album, Panic at the Disco, a lot. And then Frank Sinatra. A lot of Frank Sinatra and Rod Stewart. Like, you know me, I've been going crazy over them. And I love Rod Stewart. Ever since I've...
Yeah, that Bourne's Electric Love. And I think a guy 98.5 is the first time I hold it, and he was talking about how he's obsessed with him. Like, way to go, now I am.
Yep, it's the same thing I thought. I was like, way to go, now I'm obsessed with this song.
And then when you see the music video, you're like, well, dang, an animator put a lot of time into making this look exactly how he wanted.
I love that. That music video is amazing. Yeah, like, amazing. Also, another thing, I'd kind of like to start maybe these two just into the randomness, just almost every week or something, just because, you know how much I like talking about music and YouTube, just like talking about it. But you can think about it for a second. I'll say your favorite YouTube video of the week, because, you know, we watched a lot of YouTube. Mine is going to be you're stealing it. You're stealing ETCs, motherfucking ETCs.
The Fine Brothers video. Yes, the thumbnail on it was on fleek as always. And just to be like Ricky and Elliot are fucking awesome.
Dude, they're so... Dude, I was going to say the same thing. Like,
I know you were going to...
Because I had it written down right here as mine, ETC Fine Bros. Because...
You little pirator.
Dude, that
video... You gotta pirate that right out of my mouth.
They did an amazing amount of research on that video. It was great. It was like research, funny, news. It was
I don't feel like too douchey either to like the Fine Bros. Like, but they do have a point, like... It's the Fine Bros, you don't overreact. Sorry for all the backlash you're getting for it, because it's your job. It's the whole well-being of like your whole studio.
It's the name of your channel, yeah.
Yeah, but
you know who I feel bad for though, man? I feel bad for like the teens and the children and the elder.
That awesome elder man that's always on it. He's always happy. Yeah,
dude. He's like, I feel bad for them because, you know what I mean. Like, I'm sure they're gonna get some kind of heat just from people just blowing off heat, and like those people don't deserve it. Like, they're just there reacting just like everyone else making videos
with those genuine reactions and just having fun.
Yeah, exactly. And like,
and they're probably getting paid for like it's their probably job. Like, they're probably having a blast, dude. Like, get off their back.
Right, like I understand. Like, I hope that trademark for React better not go through, because that's the one thing. Like,
yeah, I think because they start breathing down everybody's neck, the internet's just gonna shut them down. And
but like, I understand kids react. I understand elders react, even though there's kind of what I hear might be a crappy story behind it. But it's all hearsay. You never know, so we don't go by hearsay. But I understand kids react. Why? Yes, have that trademark. Yes, just because. You were the first ones. It's kind of more of the brand.
Anybody else could just be like, blah blah blah's name will be like they could just put react or make it a react like one of the tags for them to search it.
Like if we was gonna make this, it would be called like Petry's React to Fine Brothers. You know what I mean? Which is completely fine, but as long as it's not like kids react, Fine Brothers. You know what I mean?
Or it'd be
like, just me and
let's
you
say if
or
it was
whatever.
like we end up having two sons or something, it'd be like two little boys react to. Now it would be kids react to like.
Exactly.
Those are kind of understandable, but don't go like the whole react Tom.
Yeah, like that'd just be that'd be unfair because you could use it unfairly, even though I wouldn't suspect them of using it unfairly. But they could. Like it's just a matter of they could at that point. They could, and that kind of sucks.
Yep. Now time to wing it back. What's your favorite YouTube video of the week?
Oh man, you stole mine. So you
I'm
ramble
sorry
on a little bit more.
Let me keep rambling. Ramble. I do the shamble.
Do the shamble. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm just gonna have to pick something from Okay, I know it might not have been.
I just wipe my nose done.
But
I'm half sick. Dang it! Don't give me.
Did the kind of funny cartoon? I mean, did the Funhouse cartoon come out this week? If not, that's it. Because I don't care if it came out because it only comes out like once a month.
Funhouse's animators do such a good job. Like, it's so awesome that Funhouse and Kind of Funny have
an animator.
The little animators now. Cause
dude, we're gonna that's what we're. It's hard, dude. It's hard to learn that shit. Like we're in the process of it, and it is hard as a.
Like now, see why they have to pay somebody 8 hours a day, and they have to have that money to make sure they'll pay before they go do it.
Right, and I see why it takes one person a whole month to make Funhouse's awesome little animations.
Awesome job too for himself.
Oh, so good. Like, oh man, like that dude's my inspiration for these animated things. Because that's, like a 3D model moving and Kind of Funny is just like drawn out, but I'm just not, I can't draw, so there's no way in hell, there's no way in hell I can ever do that. And it will never be able to do drawn out animations. But, yeah, I think that Funhouse cartoon would be mine. Love Funhouse. Honorable mention to everything Kind of Funny does and Funhouse does. Love them.
Oh, yes.
Man, and I wish, I kind of wish Ricky and Elliot would be able to just, separate from it, you know what I mean? Basically separate so that way they could be making all of the money, or however, you know what I mean? Just
separate from Machinima.
I just feel like Machinima is. I feel like they're the only thing keeping Machinima up on float. Like them two they're the only I love Matt and them there, but I'm usually never clicking on Inside Gaming videos. I just all because I miss the Funhouse guys. But man, I feel like Ricky and Elliot are the only reasons I watch Machinima, and oh man, they do such a good job, and I feel like they're 850. They're doing great as far as subscribers. But Elliot, man, I love that show. But let's go back to something a little serious. Our final little. It'll be like a mix between Fine Brothers and Donald Trump losing Iowa. What I did not expect. I didn't even know this was going on. I was so busy working on the first Max Level podcast, I honestly didn't know this was going on. I kind of wish I did but I just woke up one day after working on videos. I just woke up and was like, oh shit! I didn't even know people were voting or a pre-vote, because I forget, you know what I mean. It's just primary, or I forget exactly what it was. Anyway, he lost it, and people were flipping their crap over it. But I forget Cruz, whatever his name was. He won, and there's a creepy video going around of him kissing his daughter, but it was just really creepy. I'm not the video said it was his daughter. I'm not sure what fucking girl it was, but it was just a really creepily forced thing. And if it was his daughter, I see why. It's I'm your father. I'm gonna give you, but it's still just kind of creepy. But apparently,
gosh, guys, it's just one.
But apparently he won, and Donald Trump. I know he already said this before, but he was
is he going on Necro-Goblicon on it?
If he doesn't win the Republican side, he's just going to go independent. So he plans on running for president anyway. It doesn't matter if he wins Republican.
Donald Trump? Oh my God.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if he wins the the whatever for the Republican side or not. He's going to go anyway. So that is just going to be an interesting year for presidential elections. But Trump got second place, which is still pretty good.
God.
So he's
don't get me wrong, Trump can convince loads of people to let him. For money, he's definitely smart, but his kid definitely looks like the kid off the porch, one of the people off the porch, But he's a smart punk.
I saw a funny meme.
He's smart because he's saying everything that will piss off every American or get them talking about him. Like, I don't want him as a president, but fuck it, if he does, it's who voted for him, fuckles.
Right, like, exactly. Like, if he becomes president, like, we just have accept it. Like, people who want a bitch, sorry, you should have voted. You should have done something. If not, you know what I mean? Sorry, deal with it. That's all.
Exactly.
He's gonna do. Like, he's not gonna be any worse than the last, 10 presidents we had. Like, I mean, everybody's usually seems to go the same little line. They talk a whole bunch of talk.
Yeah, then they just get paid They just get paid and listen to Congress the whole time, and then they leave.
Yep. And they leave. They might throw in something at the end or two.
Yeah, but Obama had nothing to do with it. It was a long time coming. But gay marriage finally getting done, and whatever they're doing with everything else, like he's setting up good foundations. I feel like for the country, but
gay marriage, I feel like I woke up one morning. And
it just happened. I was like, that's cool.
Man, I thought it was gonna be more of a build up to this. Like, I thought it was gonna feel like more of a fight, but I'm sure it was a fight somewhere else. It felt more like a fight.
Or maybe we just need to save that for a different topic before we rant more. No.
It can still be rant because it's not like there's much to talk about it anymore. It's already run. It's done and over.
Like we said too, Tom, you woke up one morning, you're like, oh, it's legalized. And then you already heard about that pastoral bitch trying to...
Oh, God, yeah, Kim Davis. God, what a crazy lady.
Like, right off the bat. Like, oh, it's legalized. Oh, who's this bitch? Really?
Right.
The fuck?
And, like, our kids, they're never going to know. Like, you know what I mean? Gay marriage is going to be a normal thing to them. They're never going to realize the struggle that gay people went through or whatever to get through it. And then after that, like, it's just going to be... Like, people are just going to, you know what I mean? So, like, we're going to remember it, that we just woke up one morning and, holy crap, this big thing all of a sudden changed. But, you know what I mean? Like, our kids are never going to see anything like that. Think about gay marriage in that way, as in, like, oh, like, it wasn't us, but we saw other people fighting like hell to get this, and they finally achieved success. It took them a long time, and it felt like it just happened overnight, but we were glad that they finally got that success. You know what I mean? It'd be like our grandparents when, Martin Luther King and the other people were marching in the streets, like, you know what I mean? Like, blacks and white people, and everybody was standing in the streets fighting for equal rights. Like, also it was the time women were starting to get to vote, so, like, that was our grandparents' moment of, like, people fighting for rights, and yes, they finally got it.
Like,
it may not be perfect.
Equalization.
Yeah, exactly. It may not be perfect, but it's in this right step of getting it. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. It's all going to be wishy-washy, but at least that's definitely a right step. Like, hey, we made it here, so that's good. And, like, gay marriage is definitely the same thing of our generation.
I'll say talk about that.
You can keep going.
It's all going to be kind of almost like steps of equalization. Like, this is just a completely random ramble.
I love you too, David. Sorry, I had to move my bed somewhere there.
Love you, David.
But what was you saying?
Almost like each step in towards complete equality is almost like the Tower of Babel. Kind of like makes you think hopefully it doesn't end up crumbling down. But just each step makes you think cause eventually we're just gonna fight all these equality fights. Some gonna look back and be like, eventually it's gonna be finally peaceful because everybody's gonna be like, well, shit.
What do you see? When
you look back on all the steps people took to get here, and then you realize all the same people went through the same hardships, and it's gonna be like climbing a mountain, and then them turning around to look at the mountain that came up to them. They're gonna look around, and it's gonna be a straight plane. Like they climbed the mountain till right as they felt like they were on top of a cloud. They looked over and was, we're all equal, and then maybe we can get something done on this planet.
What do you think is going to be the next step? If gay marriage was this step, what's going to be next? I think probably transgender people. Like, it seems like a next step. Even though, like, some people associate it with being also with gay, but, like, I see it also being the next step.
Yeah, transgender or legitimately people pulling out of this racist shit. Like, legitimately thinking, instead of sitting here in our own little bubble being like, well, all of us white people and black people are doing good in America, we need to fuck those fucking suicide nets in fucking China, for fuck's sake. Like, don't go starting a war trying to make them false. It would be like, you can pay minimum wage and treat them like human beings and make them only work 40 hours a week and not ship us as much shit because we don't need it.
What does Chinese people have to do with transsexuals?
just completely coming out of racism. Because you were talking about transgender, and then I said I was getting out of the complete racist stuff altogether. Like, and actually just actually going to help Africa, actually going to help all these other like half third world places. China isn't third world. But motherfucker, they might as well treat their people like they're in a fucking third world. Like,
I think after transgender people, it'll be some form of alien race. That seems logical.
Oh, that'd be
logical. Like aliens are going to come here, or eventually it'll be like an intergalactic civilization. We'll be talking with aliens or whatever, and Earthlings are going to be like, people shouldn't have sex with aliens. There's no they shouldn't get married. They shouldn't do all these things.
Mess up their genes.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be like, who cares? Like, if the alien enjoys putting its penis in or having a penis put in it, and a human enjoys having an alien penis in it or putting its penis into an alien, then who cares? Like, they both agreed to it. Who cares? It's both making them feel good. Who cares?
Fuck if the alien's like a spider and has to eat you afterwards.
I mean, it's not like a human's going to agree to be eaten after, unless it's just some weird. I mean, if it's a weird fetish, that's their prerogative. I don't know why you went to my worst phobia to spiders, but
God, yeah, oh my.
Let's just pull that out of my ass. Spiders. But I feel like that'll probably, and then after that, I feel like that'll probably be it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, because bacteria and everything else still falls under.
I feel like it's gonna be
technical alien.
The thing with aliens, I feel like it's gonna be one of them here. It might sound a little messed up, but we're gonna have to have 1-in-1 as a test to make sure if they can bear a child, or is it completely infertile and they can go crazy, or if they can bear a child, what's the child gonna end up like, and is it gonna have any deformities? Or is it just bad for the kid and it has to be aborted? Like, it need to be tested for us. Like, it can't be like everybody go crazy, because then the whole motherfucking alien species is extinct because of a bunch of horn dogs, and here we are, people exploding. Like, you don't know.
Man, you got all right, Hitler Dan.
I just said
it needs to be under lock. It'd be weird.
It's under Spartan lock, to be exact.
He can watch over it. I'm sure he's got a man Spartan cock. But I think we had a good conversation. We're somewhere around an hour. I'm not exactly sure. But if you guys would like, please go check out Daniel's channel. We do some 1v1s, some other gameplays. We're moving things around. We're doing a whole bunch of different stuff, like creating sets. We're just doing a whole bunch of cinema 4D. We're creating a whole bunch of shit you may never see, but we're creating it. But go check out Daniel's channel. We're doing it. I love the 1v1 series over there. I may lose a lot, but that doesn't matter. It's still a good time. And if you'd like, you can go check out some more videos that I've made down in the link below, like top 5 fails. I got some rants. And if you want more Max Level Podcast, don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe. And as always, we'll see you guys next time. Peace on. But see, I'm going to try a whole bunch of different things. That's better than